watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Yes, sir. Tell me why. I want to know why you say it's beautiful. Yeah, why is Milwaukee Mile beautiful? Okay. I was going to say, do you know something I don't know? Okay, the track is nice. Yeah. Oh, come on. Even Brett Favre said, come over and let's drink some brews. No.
Hey, Randy
not.
Pepper, you want to know what's great? They've been hearing you talk to yourself this entire time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Haven't
my
heard me
mic
one bit?
was not working. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ghostfire Media Network here. And you have the TNR Racing Series, the Tuesday nights here on Ghostfire Media here at the beautiful Milwaukee Mile. Randy Pepper and me were just talking about it. I called Milwaukee beautiful.
Oh,
He said,
boy.
what the hell are you thinking? I said, no, Milwaukee's a piece of trash. The racetrack is beautiful. Wisconsin sucks. The Packers suck. Go Patriots. Let's get this going, Randy.
Hey, you know, one thing we can guarantee that iRacing or NASCAR will not be flagging us this week, folks. We actually got flagged last week for copyright infringement because we started the show with my my best friend Pat Patterson on here, and they thought that we actually were stealing Pat off the radio, and
They
Pat was
did.
live in person. It was
They
great.
Well, you know what, Randy? We're going to try to not get copyright infringements, but we are going to give everybody a little bit quick rundown here. This is your sports update on the Ghostfire Media Network. I'm Nick Adams. I'm your sports reporter here on GFM. Right now, tonight, we're going to take you through the NHL scores. At the end of the second period, the Panthers lead the Capitals 2-1. At the end of the second period, the Canucks lead the Sabres 5-3. The Canucks battling back from a couple of bad games here, trying to get a win up there in Buffalo. The Stars and the Lightning tied at 3 at the end of the second period with 40 seconds to go. 3-1, the Devils lead the Canadians at the end of the second period. The Maple Leafs lead 4-2 over the Pittsburgh Penguins at the end of the second period. With 11 minutes to go in the second period, the Philadelphia Flyers trail the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-1. And with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first period, the Nashville Predators are up 2-0 on the Minnesota Wild, bud.
And that are your scores for tonight.
That would be your NHL update here at the beginning of the event. Depending on how the race goes, you might get another one of those updates throughout the evening if we're a little bit slow. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening. This is a mile-long track, not very big. I just went around, did some test laps just to kind of feel some things out. Track's a little tight from what I can tell, at least on my setup it was a little tight. I don't know how these guys have set up their cars, but my setup was a little tight, and it didn't feel fun. Now, Cody Kinsey right now is the fastest out on the track with a 30.29 over Sanchez, Schaefer, Wilson, and Harcum right now. Those are your top 5. In practice, you only got 37 seconds left before we go to qualifying, and then we'll see who is going to be king of the Milwaukee Mile tonight. So that's what's happening right now, folks. We do see a Gibbs name in the lineup tonight. I don't remember having a Gibbs in here.
Oh, we have a Gibbs. We had a Gibbs last week.
We did have a Gibbs?
Yeah, we had a Gibbs last week.
Maybe I'm just Gibbs actually announced that he's actually going to drive the 54 in for Joe Gibbs Racing this next year, and I mean, it was such a surprise that Kyle Busch had to get out of that car, and then all of a sudden, Ty Gibbs is in that car. I'm just
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
No, you didn't see the news.
No,
they actually officially announced it.
I didn't.
Ty Gibbs is actually going to be in the 54.
That's not news. That's not news. We knew that.
Oh, I know.
We knew that in July.
I know, but now they officially announced it.
We knew it in July.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
not
we
news.
knew it.
That's
yeah.
I thought you were actually giving me news. That's not news.
No. I was being sarcastic. Couldn't you see the sarcastic face? It's my sarcastic face right here.
No, I can't see your sarcastic face. You're on the other side of the country. I'm the only one at the racetrack every single week because you don't travel anymore.
I travel, but I've traveled. Let's see. Well, I don't know about that. Who was in Phoenix? Oh, I was. Who was in Atlanta? I was. Who was in Charlotte? I was.
Yeah, but you don't travel to the racetrack with me every week anymore.
I don't. No, I'm with other people.
You make me go here by myself.
I make you go to all the, places I don't get to go. You don't get to go to the media center like I do, and eat free food. As we see the number 7 out there going around, in that Brandt Chevrolet.
I also thought it might be that. I thought they hit us for it last week for paint schemes.
No,
that was going to annoy me, but no, I think you are correct. I think it was Pat Patterson.
Yeah, because it opened up and he was talking about how the race was in Charlotte, the Roval, and going through the whole. I listened back to Spill and I said they thought this, because if you listen back to it, it actually sounds like we've got a radio up on the mic.
Yeah, no. If we're gonna bring Pat in, we should bring him in professionally next time.
But the problem is, Pat would have to figure out how to get onto Discord, and that might be a problem because Pat, even though he seems very tech savvy, he's not.
Not really. Not a shock. Jacob Denson, your provisional pole sitter here tonight so far. Why did that do that again? Hold on, everybody. Let me reload this for you.
Look at that, Cody Kinsey right there. Backing up what he did in practice.
There you go. There's their custom numbers. Cody Kinsey does back up what he did in practice. Jason Hastings in the 49. Sorry, everybody. It's just a very quiet racetrack this evening for some reason. Jesse Prees,
there's not a lot of noise.
In the exit of 3 and 4. I'm not sure why it's so quiet this evening. It's a very, very quiet Milwaukee Mile.
And it shouldn't be because it's a short track. Usually short tracks are extremely loud.
Yeah, the reverb on these cameras isn't that great, it looks like. She's very quiet.
Must be those new mics we're testing. Don't ever buy mics out of China. They just don't work the same way. So, just saying. So, Kinsey still sits up there. We got Prize second, Denson third, Hastings fourth, and Phelps is your top 5 right now as we sit and wait for the field to make their way around the whole track. Harger is out there in that 88. Good-looking car.
It's a beautiful race car. He's not going to do... That was his third lap, actually. He'd already done 2 laps. So here's Matt Grenier on his second and final lap in qualifying on the exit of 3 and 4. Randy Pepper, let's talk about the Milwaukee Mile. It is a one-of-a-kind racetrack in NASCAR. It's a big version of a very terrible racetrack up here in New Hampshire.
It's a big version.
It's a wider version.
Well, I was going to say a wider version, yeah.
It's a wider version of New Hampshire, which is the worst track in the history of NASCAR, which makes the Milwaukee Mile the second worst track in the history of NASCAR. It might just be the first worst track, just made bigger.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I believe it or not, I don't really care for Indy all that much.
I don't care for flat racetracks.
Yeah, I don't think flat tracks, like, unless they're small. Like, small tracks, yeah, if they're like a mile.
Oh, you mean like
half a mile.
we go to the Rose Bowl again or whatever?
Oh, that's too small. Yeah, that's the exact opposite. That's way too small. That's I don't know why.
There was no racing at that track.
No, that was terrible. And they're going to do it again. And I know why they're doing it. It's all about money. It's all about the money.
Hey, we're going back to North Wilkesboro next year.
I was going to say we're going North Wilkes. Did you know Rusty Wallace didn't even know he was going there to broadcast that? He had no idea. And we were talking to him the other day on the radio. He said, "Hey, so how do you feel about going back to North Wilkesboro, calling a race?" He goes, "I am. I thought PRN had that." I said, "No, MRN has that race." He went, "Oh, great. I'm gonna enjoy it." Didn't even know he was gonna be there, but yeah, that's gonna be a good race. I'm looking forward to that All-Star race. That will be a good one. Kinsey is still sitting there. Schaefer second, Sanchez third, Wilson fourth, and Prize now has fallen to 5th. Newbraw now is 11th. Bringing that 56 up there. Not a bad time. Almost top 10. As long as you're starting anywhere in the top 15, you're probably doing all right with this track. You got room to make improvement. Anywhere back behind there, you're going to have a little trouble.
The Jack and Coke car.
Jack and Coke.
Look at the hood.
Yeah, I see that. It kind of reminds me of...
it's the Jack and
Derek.
Coke car.
Our buddy Derek had that on his car.
The correct combination is Crown and Coke, but I'll give it to you.
I'm just hoping these guys keep it nice and clean tonight. Nice and clean, and just zoom right through this tonight. Don't embarrass each other. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good, clean race tonight. What are you anticipating there, Nick? What do you think we're going to see tonight?
I don't know yet.
Haven't figured it out yet, huh?
I don't know what we're going to see tonight. Milwaukee's weird, man. Milwaukee's a track where you can't really predict what you're going to see until you see a couple of laps of racing. It's not one of those.
You know what? Looking at Kevin's car, that Jack and Coke car, his team is appropriate for that because he's part of that drinking.
Is
brothers
he drinking
race.
brothers?
He's a drinking. Of course he is. How can you not be having Jack and Coke on the car?
He is part of Drinking Brothers Racing.
He is.
He looks like a Jack and Coke drinker too.
Southern Maryland. Yeah, he definitely looks like a drinking boy.
So we do not have points again for you this week, everybody. We are working on fixing that. The broadcasting software we use actually pushed an update the last couple weeks ago, and it broke my points. And I am working on fixing it. I'm not having much success.
Well, that's not good.
But I'm working on it. There's a lot of coding in the background that I've had to do to make this look as good as it does. We're still working on it. I'm trying to, hopefully by the end of 2022, the start of 2023 for the second half of this season, and then the second season with TNR, we will be having a brand new custom-built overlay here. Brand new of everything from ground up, built by me because I'm learning.
They're actually doing the drivers meeting right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is it is it quiet?
No, they're telling everybody to have fun, and anybody needs anything, just let them know. So, drivers meeting is over,
well,
and we will go racing here in just
with that being said,
short bit.
Then let's get into what we're gonna see here tonight, Randy.
Let's do it.
We are here at the Milwaukee Mile. Randy Pepper doesn't like me saying beautiful anymore, clearly.
No, I don't. I just wanted to know what made this place beautiful to you. All I wanted to know. And you answered it, but unfortunately, no one heard your answer.
I said the track is beautiful, but Milwaukee sucks. That's what I said. I'll say it again. I'm not shy. I'm a big boy. The evening tonight will be brought to you here at the Milwaukee Mile. 200 laps, 45 laps stage 1, 45 laps in stage 2, 110 laps in the third and final stage. We're going to run 6 sets of tires, 100% fuel. It is a balmy 66 degrees with 87% humidity. 6-mile-an-hour wind out of the east. We are here in West Allis, Wisconsin. We have a weather variation of 2, Randy, which means the track could change at any time.
Oh, boy.
Believe this race should take about an hour and 35 minutes if we don't have any cautions. I don't believe we're not going to have cautions, but I do believe these guys are going to be better than what we think they're going to be at this racetrack. This is the first legitimate, what I would call, short track we've seen them at this year, Randy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This will definitely be.
Rockingham is not a short track, in my opinion. It's a medium short track. It's one of those weird ones.
It drives kind of like a super speedway in a lot of ways. This is flat.
What we're going to show you is your official starting lineup for the evening. On the pole, the number 93, Cody Kinsey. In second, Eric Schaefer. Third, Zach Wilson. Fourth, Jim Sanchez. In fifth, Jesse Priest. Sixth, Brandon Banks. Seventh, Jacob Denson. Eighth, Dylan Hastings. Ninth, Scott Phelps. 10th, Kevin Delia. 11th, going to be Michael Newbrough. 12th is Tony Kivitt. Back at 13th, Richard Swaverly. 14th, Charlie Harcum. 15th, Kip Easley. Why did that? Hello?
What happened there? Hello?
We're here.
Nick? Here we go.
I just don't have...
Here's the camera.
What
They're
the
back
hell?
up.
All right, 14th, Charlie Harcum. 15th, Kip Easley. 16th, Brady Cox. 17th, Tyler Murray. 18th, Jason Hastings. 19th, James Kunkel. 20th, Matt Grenier. Back at 21st, David Brackett. 22nd, Jeremy Gibbs. 23rd, Austin Harger. 24th, William Tyndall. 25th, Dana Shepard. 26th, Ken MacArthur. 27th, Casey Sach. 28th, Stephen Ayers Jr. 29th, Brandon Burt. 30th, Robert Rowe. 31st, Ray Rogers. 32nd, Wyatt Brackett. 33rd, Brad Fulham. 34th, Jeremy Banner. Rounding out the field in 35th is going to be Eric Stewart. Randy Pepper, I was concerned on why it was so quiet here earlier. 35 cars are going by me down here on the backstretch. It's freaking loud here in Milwaukee.
So loud now. It's definitely picked up. Business is booming right now.
Business has picked up, Randy.
We will get ready to go green here in a second. The pace car will bring the field around one more time with Cody Kinsey down on the inside. Eric Schaefer on his outside. Zach Wilson on row 2 with Joe Sanchez and Jesse Prize and Brandon Banks.
Let's take you through our onboard cameras. On the over the right arm of him is going to be Cody Kinsey. Looking at the driver will be the number 55 of Joe Sanchez. Out the front windshield will be Jesse Prize, Dylan Hastings, and Brandon Banks. We're going to have one driver looking out off of his roof, going to be Kevin Delia. That'll be the only Ford that does that tonight. Tony Kivett in the number 76 has one as well. Then we look off the back bumper of the number 5 of Kip Easley and on the back of the 3 of James Kunkel. Those are your onboard cameras for the evening, folks. Keep an eye on those as the event gets along. Your pole sitter, Cody Kinsey from Wake Forest, North Carolina, comes around turn number 4. The pace car rolls down the front stretch. He's going to release him now. They're going to come to the start-finish line. The starter's going to start the race, and away we go at the Milwaukee Mile.
Here they go down into turn number 1. Cody Kinsey brings it down to the bottom of the track, holding the inside groove, and they're going to shift the Eric Schaefer car on the outside. He's all by himself out there as everyone else dodged down. Now they're all going to tuck in single file down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kinsey brings the field single file all the way around the Milwaukee Mile as they come off of turn number 3 to the stripe for the first time tonight to complete lap number 1. Kinsey leads the first lap.
We complete lap number 1 here at the Milwaukee Mile. Cody Kinsey takes the bonus point for leading the first lap of the event. Then we look through the field. Eric Schaefer in second, Zach Wilson in third. The movement behind them starts to happen back in 6th. Jacob Denson has a car all over him. It's going to be Brandon Banks in the 54. We're going to keep an eye on that battle through 3 and 4. Behind them, though, Kevin Delia in the 53 to the inside of the 7 of Dylan Hastings.
Got a big battle back there as well. All the way around the track, there are battles shaping up, but right now it is pretty much a single file conga line.
The caution is out. The caution has come out. We're taking a look at what might have happened, where the caution's from. And I am not getting any confirmation from race control on why the caution came out.
I don't see anything as well.
It looks like it might have been Ray Rogers. Let's take a look. It might have been Ray Rogers. I don't know if we have a picture of this. It doesn't look like we do, no.
No, didn't pop
but
up.
Looking at the 51 live, I would believe it was the 51.
The Daytona winner.
The fact that he has no front end, I believe it's the 51. He has 2 wins this season. Keeping an eye on Ray Rogers. That's a very shocking development there for him.
Well, that's that's what happens with short track racing. You know, sometimes things happen in a hurry, and there's not much you can do about it.
We're
Although
working
the
on.
field pretty much just single file mostly around the track, but I guess things did not work in his favor.
Well, here 4 laps in, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm going to fix something in the background. Well, Randy Pepper, we're going to hear from you and the Guitar Addict.
Oh boy.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Addict. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned.
That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go to guitaraddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitaraddict.com.
All right, back here on the TNR broadcast on the Ghost Fire Media Network. Randy Pepper alongside Nick Adams on this Tuesday night of racing. The field is stacked up 2 by 2. The pace car lights are off. That means we're going to go green flag racing this time around. As they approach the stripe, pace car brings them off into turn number 3. Everybody ready to go after 6 laps of racing. We've had the first caution of the night. Pace car approaches the pace line and off it goes. And here we go. Green flag is back out. We're green flag racing once again with Kinsey down to the bottom of the track. Right behind him, Schaefer tucks in behind him with Wilson behind him. Sanchez and then Prize. Single file for the top 5. Now 6 or 7. Everyone scrambling to find a safe position. Don't want to get run into or run over, that's for sure, as the field will make their way off of turn number 4 and across the line to complete lap number 8.
The caution is out again.
What happened this time?
Not 100% sure. I don't see any damage back here. I don't see anybody with damage. I mean, I see Casey Sauch and Brandon Burt, but I don't see a reason why there'd be a caution.
I think it's Sowich. It's not Sowich. It's Sowich.
Oh, well, I've been saying it wrong.
Yeah, I found out that it was Sowich.
Oh, okay.
So, someone had corrected us in one of the forms.
Oh, okay.
So,
Fine by me.
doesn't look like Sowich, or it doesn't look like Sowich, but I guess it is. And if that's wrong again, he'll correct me again, I'm sure.
So yes, folks, if you are been living under a rock like I have, today it was announced Joe Gibbs Racing is tapped Ty Gibbs for the full-time Cup Series ride in 2023. We wait to see who his sponsors will be. I'm going to guess that's going to be Monster, and Monster.
Yeah.
Tyler Reddick was officially released from his contract on Friday afternoon. Sorry, on Monday afternoon, I apologize. He is now officially a 2311 driver. I'm moving over to the Toyota camp, where I believe that the influx of young talent at the Toyota camp next year is going to be very impressive. We have Ty Gibbs. You have you bring over so you lose both Bush brothers, because Kyle's going to be going to Chevy, back where he started. And you lose Kurt to retirement for injuries.
Actually, Kyle started in Ford.
Kyle started in Chevys.
No, he started in Ford.
In the Cup Series.
He drove a truck for
I don't care about the trucks.
No, it's starting route.
I don't care about the
It's a
trucks.
thing.
I don't even count the Truck Series as history sometimes.
Oh.
It depends on who we're talking about. If it's Ron Hornaday, sure, it counts. If it's Kyle Busch, it doesn't count. He won most of his 200 wins in a Toyota. Let's be honest.
Yes, he did. That's true.
He will go down as the winningest Toyota driver ever, and I don't think anybody's ever going to beat him.
No, probably not. It'd be like the next Richard Petty.
But huge milestone was officially accomplished today with the Garage 56 Le Mans project entered its next phase with the Virginia International Raceway test. The 56 Le Mans project is a hope for NASCAR to get an actual road course kart.
That would be interesting. It'd be very interesting. Lights are out. One more time around, we will go back to green flag racing here at Milwaukee Mile. Kinsey still leading, Schaefer second, Wilson third, Sanchez fourth, and Prize is fifth. Banks sixth, Delia, excuse me, is seventh. Eighth is Denson, ninth is Phelps, and Kevitt is 10th. Kevitt's made up one position since the start of the race, so trying to get some drinking going on, I guess. Pace car pulls them off. Here they come off turn number 4, and pace car should pull off and should be green flag racing in about roughly 25 seconds. And there goes the pace car. Green flag is out, and we're back to green flag racing once again. Kinsey brings him down into the turn all by himself. Then a good battle for second with Wilson down low, Schaefer up high. They're side by side for second place. Wilson trying to work his way around Schaefer. Schaefer getting shoved up to the top. Wilson dives to the bottom. He will take the positions, so Wilson will take second away from Schaefer, and now is setting his sail, trying to reel in our leader, Kinsey, as they make their way to the line to complete lap number 13. Bottom of the track, he'll bring it all the way to the bottom. Single file all the way back around the track now. Everyone's settling in. Nobody's trying to get out of line. Just going to try to get those tires all heated up and get some grooving going on tonight. Get familiar with this car. We look at Wilson, though. Wilson's giving him just a tip in the back of the Kinsey car. Wilson looks to the bottom. He was pegging the back of that back of the track, or back of the 93 of that Ultimate car, the Ultimate Amico car. We've talked many times about that car, how good looking it is. And Wilson side by side with him. Here they come down the back straightaway. Wilson trying to take the lead. He's got just a nose out in front of him. Down they touch barely. Here comes Schaefer. He's going to shove his nose down in there as well. Here they come off the turn number 4. Wilson bringing Schaefer with him. Now the Kinsey car is trying to figure out where he wants to be, and Schaefer sucks his car back in line as well.
Wilson trying to drive away from Kinsey. Kinsey trying to not fall back further. Kinsey's going to come under a little bit of pressure now from Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer right up on the back bumper. You saw that off into turn 3, Randy. He lets him slide by that time, but the Good Sam car looking to get on the inside of that Amico machine down the front stretch. The Good Sam Auto and RV roadside assistance car is trying to make that move on that Amico machine.
He's trying to, but nothing's happening. He's actually under fire from the Sanchez car. Sanchez is trying to stick his nose underneath Schaefer's car as well. So you got 4 cars battling for those top 4 positions. And I wouldn't doubt that there might be 5 with Prize being looking for a position as well behind them. So you got the top 5 really nose to tail tucked right there, just basically pegging each other all the way around the whole track here at the Milwaukee Mile.
Yeah, the top 5 are absolutely on top of each other. I mean, it's single file through the top 10, 15 cars. There's battles throughout the field, but right now, I mean, you look at the top 25 as we exit turn 2. The top 30 are all single file. It's a single file parade around this racetrack, Randy Pepper, but that doesn't mean that it's not getting a little bit crazy now up near the front. Eric Schaefer maybe made a little bit of a mistake through 3 and 4, almost had Joe Sanchez to the inside. Now Schaefer trying to set himself up for a move on Cody Kinsey through 1 and 2.
He's trying to, but Cody Kinsey now has regained a little momentum, and he's actually trying to reel back into Wilson's car. And he had a good run that last lap. Now he's lost a little bit of that momentum. That's once again let Schaefer tuck back in behind him. Here comes Schaefer, pegging at the back end of that 93. He's right there behind him. Got to be careful. You don't want to get too close and turn that 93 around. It's way too early to get that close right now. It's not time to reach out and touch somebody. As you see, Sanchez now looking to try to get underneath Schaefer. Man, these guys are running like it's the last lap here.
You know, these guys are really on one right now. They really want these positions. Schaefer really wants second from Kinsey. He's going to try to make it work through 3 and 4, Randy. Down the front stretch this time. Kinsey will get him, and Schaefer's going to go. So Kinsey's going to go from second to maybe 5th in one corner.
He might. Prizo's right there behind him as well. He's got out of the groove, and once you're out of that main groove, you're subject to wherever you fall, that's for sure. As he's even got now right behind him, he's got that 53 behind him as well. And he gets pulled out of line once again. I am shocked how bad this is. Oh, he's into the wall. Kinsey just got a piece of the wall. That wasn't fun. Not sure if he does. It looks like he may have a little bit of damage in the back of that car from just barely tapping that wall. And he is falling like a lead brick. Kinsey, who started on the pole, now is just falling. He's like the fight of the fallen right now. As he's... How far now? He's back roughly close to
8th. Now it's going to be 9th. We're watching the 93 fall like a lead brick in a pond of water now.
Wow. Richard Swavely's right there down underneath him, trying to get around him, get the Tabasco car around him. Now, Kinsey finally gets the car down to the bottom of the track, and maybe he'll stop some of that pandemonium going around him. Try to keep it down. He will make up positions. Now he's kind of getting his groove back on. And let's just watch and see if he can reel back in some of these cars that have taken advantage of his misfortune, as he'll keep it to the bottom of the track as Wilson's running away from the field right now. No, actually, I can't say he's running away from the field. He's only 0.6 of a second faster than anybody else. And we're watching this battle here with that 93 who started on the pole and now is just kind of falling back, and it looks like that's where he's going to fall, is right there where he's at. So a tough break for Cody Kinsey, who started in the pole, now runs 8th after a little misfortune of just barely tapping the wall and getting out of the groove.
Yeah, getting himself to stay on the lead, to not fall back to 15th, 16th, 17th position was a good job by Cody Kinsey. We look at the leader now. Zach Wilson, 25 laps complete here in Stage 1, 45 laps in Stage 1. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break. We'll be right back here with you on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned.
That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically, you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on GuitarAttic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's GuitarAttic.com.
Well, as they say in Key West, I love a parade. And that's what we got right now. Wilson leading the parade around the Milwaukee Mile. Wilson, Sanchez, Wilson, Schaefer, Sanchez, Prize, Delilah, Banks, Kinsey, Denson, Hastings, and Phelps is your top 10. And you see the fight actually between Hastings and Phelps. That's probably the best battle on the track right now. They're actually fighting for that position back there. See a little blinking out of Schaefer. Schaefer's car's kind of disappearing here. Oh, he's almost in the wall. As he's really trying to reel in our leader, Wilson. Schaefer, who fell back a little bit there for a little while. Now he's just 0.3 of a second back behind him. So he's decided maybe it's go time. Nick, you like this line that he's running here?
I do. I like this line that he is running. He's able to, he's not diamonding the corners, but he's also not running it as you would normally historically run this racetrack. He's coming in at a pretty good angle up, coming down. He's trying to triangling off the corner. He's not diamonding it, but he's kind of triangling the corner here. He's turning the circular corner into more of a straight entry, turns hard left, and then a straight exit. You're going to save the right rear tire a little bit on this one. You're going to burn that left front tire out just a little bit more because you're turning more in the center. But it's going to, in the long run, which will come very key in the second half of this race after we get to lap 90 and we get into stage 3, that will become a very key component in the event's conclusion.
Yeah, I agree. Now, will we see any pit stops tonight besides the ones under the mandatory
I don't think so.
stop stages?
I don't think
No,
so. I believe
you
you can
don't
go.
think so?
I think you can go 99 or 100 laps on a tank of fuel here. So under the green flag pit stops, I don't think you'll see them in the third stage unless the tires go, which is a possibility. The tires may go if you drive the car hard, but if you drive the car too hard and your tires go when you come into pit, you're not going to gain anything because the rest of the field's not going to pit. So you're not going to want to pit,
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to see green flag pit stops. If we do, I'll eat my left shoe because I'll be wrong. There is a good chance I'm wrong. There might be green flag pit stops. We're running 100% fuel. We have 6 sets of tires. Maybe these guys want to change this race into a 2-stopper, a 3-stopper. You do your 2 stops at the stage breaks. If there's no other cautions, then you pit halfway through the third stage, and you run it. You get 4 tires or right sides only, no fueling. You just run it straight to the end. Maybe they'll do that. There's a couple of strategies I could see playing out, but it's going to have to start up front if they're going to do that. It can't start in the middle of the pack.
Somebody might try towards the middle of the pack just because I think this is going to get so spread out. As we already see, they're getting spread out quite a bit right now. Somebody might get a little desperate to try to make at least a couple spots. As you see, Schaefer really putting the pressure on Wilson. Wilson's definitely getting the rear end heated up back there from Schaefer. Schaefer's right there. And I'm sure Schaefer's looking ahead as they can see the slower cars now starting to come into focus with these guys. Because you look out the front there, you can see the slower cars are right there. And who knows, maybe they want to use that Alienware car as a pick, as they do in the NBA or in the NHL. And there he goes, Schaefer down to the inside. They're side by side for the lead. Here goes Schaefer to the inside of Wilson. This is unknown territory for Wilson. He hadn't been shoved out in a while. So here he is. He's under fire. As they come off of turn number 4, Schaefer is going to take the lead away from Wilson. And that allowed Sanchez to catch up to them. So now we've got a 3-way battle for the lead.
Yeah, that 3-way battle for the lead is going to be very interesting. I think that I think Sanchez is going to have the car to do it. I think he saved his tires enough. We've got 9 laps left in the stage. Eric Schaefer jumps down below the 6. He's going to be the first car lapped under green flag conditions so far this evening. I'm sorry, he's going to be the third car lapped under green flag conditions. I'm completely wrong and irrelevant as normal. And we look here on the track, and I think Joe Sanchez might have the tires to do it, but he also might not be willing to do it currently.
We will have to wait and see. We have 45 laps is what our first caution is?
Yes.
Yeah, so we only have less than 10 laps left till we'll see that first stage break. And we definitely will see everyone go in for tires and fuel after that. As the field, the top 3 drivers now, Schaefer, Wilson, Sanchez, make their way around another lapper, the 73. They'll go around him. As you can see, he's had some damage. He's touched something with that Budweiser car. Sanchez goes around. The other 2 right behind him, following tow. On this Tuesday night of racing here at the Milwaukee Mile on the Ghostfire Media Network, with Sanchez behind the other 2 leaders, trying to reel them in. Really, actually, just trying to hang on right now. It looks like, because it looks like Schaefer's turning up the wick a little bit. 39 down. We'll come around. There'll be 40 laps down. There'll be 5 left to go till the first stage break. And we'll see who wins this first stage tonight in the TNR. Well, we've got pretty much a conga line going around the track, as we kind of anticipated this might be what we were going to see tonight. Not what we want to see. We want to see lots of action going on, and that's not what we're seeing right now. We're just kind of seeing follow the leader. Every now and then we see a little bit more. 41 laps down, 4 to go for this first stage, as your leaders will approach the Napa machine, number 9. And they're going to have to pick a line to get around him, because it doesn't look like he's going to give up a line for them. Oh, now he will. So we'll dive to the bottom of the track. And whoa! Wilson almost got into the back of that number 9 there.
He did. He almost did. That almost was very bad.
That could have been a disaster. It's one thing you don't want to see. You don't want to see lappers get in the way. I understand that you're a lap down, or you don't want to be a lap down, but if you've been passed by the leader and you got the second and third place guys behind him, just let them go by, because you've already been lapped. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. Let them go by. But that could have been disastrous if Wilson had got in, because Wilson's, been tough all night long. 43 laps down, 2 to go. Actually, I'm only a 1.5 right now. 1.5 to remain in this stage. Stage number 1. We'll get done with this one. And then maybe we'll reset some things. Maybe some guys will do a little adjustments on their car, and some guys will be a little tougher. 1 lap around the Milwaukee Mile to complete this stage number 1. Schaefer out front by 5/10. Brings it down to the bottom of the track. He'll bring it back to the line, and he'll win the stage and get the points.
He will. It's a very dominant, performance from Eric Schaefer. Zach Wilson will finish 2nd. Joe Sanchez 3rd. Jesse Priest in 4th. Back all the way there. 5th, Brandon Banks. 6th, Cody Kinsey. 7th, Kevin Delia. 8th, Jacob Denson. 9th, Scott Feltz. 10th, Dylan Hastings. And if you're looking for our pole sitter, this is the one that shocked me. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Where is he? Hold on. I got to find him.
He's 6th.
Cody Kinsey in 6th. 6th.
Yeah. He actually made up 2 spots.
He did, but it
He'd
still
fallen
shocked
to
me
8th.
how fast he had fallen back.
Well, he got shoved out of the line and he hit the wall. I mean,
That will be, I'm not kidding you, I have the stats here to prove it. That'll be Eric Schaefer's 7th stage win on the season already.
wow.
He has dominated stage wins. He's only been able to turn it into 1 race win, but 7 stage wins so far.
We are still early in the season, though. I mean, we got a lot of races left. So, a lot of time for him to turn a lot of these stage wins into wins. And just as we expected, here comes the whole field. Well, I think there's a lapper still out there. I saw somebody stay out there, but I think that might have been the 76 or I don't know who that was. I think it was a Budweiser car. They all come in. Kinsey pulls his car down right to the bottom. I like the way he kind of pulls out a little wider in front of Schaefer, making Schaefer going to have to figure out how to go around him. And he goes right through him. This was NASCAR, the real thing. That would have been kind of a tough thing for him to go around. But iRacing, you just go right through the guy. It's no big deal. But it's always fun to pretend. It was funny. I was listening to one of the shows on Sirius XM the other day. I can't remember which one it was, but they were talking about how the new breed of drivers, how so many of the drivers now have no idea anything about the inside of the car. They don't know anything about the motors or anything, how anything works, but they know how to drive them. And they said so many of these guys are actually coming from exactly what we're watching tonight, iRacing, simulators. So many of the drivers are getting their feet wet in this whole thing, and they're actually transitioning to the actual real thing. So it's pretty amazing how this has all come about. I mean, William Byron is a perfect example of this. William Byron was one of these guys that raced here at iRacing and still does. Now races in the actual NASCAR Cup Series. So, always wonder if we'll ever see, one of these guys that we call these races every week in all these different series. Will we one day see one of these guys actually be in the Cup Series or any of the Truck Series or any of them? Because they used to say that the Truck Series was the development league for NASCAR, and then now a lot of people say ARCA is. But then there were also people saying, actually, this right here, what we're watching, iRacing, is the development series. Field is stacking them up 2 by 2, side by side.
Sorry, Randy, you're going to be in charge for like 2 minutes. I'll be here. I'm just not going to be talking.
All right, you're fine. Go for it. Go for it. Here we go. Schaefer and Sanchez on the front row. Wilson's going to be lined up on the second row with Prize on his outside. Kinsey and Banks will line up on row 3. Pace car brings them off of turn number 4 and will approach the line and will give it a hard left. There he goes. Here we go. Back to green flag racing. Green flag is out. Schaefer brings him down to the line, and smart. Schaefer pulls him with Sanchez smartly. Just pulls that cookout car down to the bottom of the track and lines up right behind him with Wilson tucked in behind him, with Prize right behind them. Top 5 are all single file. No one getting out of line just yet. Everyone trying to shift into their positions. And as they come off the line to complete lap 51, Schaefer will lead 51. And then it's pretty much single file all the way until you get back to around 11th or 12th with Kevitt, Brackett, Harkham, all those guys kind of working themselves out back there. As now Schaefer's really starting to open things up. He's got a 1-2-3 car length lead over Sanchez. And then Sanchez has about a 1.5 car length lead over Wilson. And then Prize is right there, basically right behind Wilson. Prize hanging in with him this time. Prize last time kind of let them get away from him. This time now he's hanging with them. Running a little different line. The car drifts up a little higher than some of the other lines that we see going on. Maybe he's finding something up there. Who knows? As Schaefer is starting to open his lead up over Sanchez. And Sanchez now starting to get a little breathing room from Wilson. I'm watching Kinsey back there as well. I'm trying to see if he's going to have anything eventually, because he did start on the pole. Is he going to regroup and try to become part of something before this stage is over? We will see. On Tuesday Night Racing here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. Schaefer bringing him around the track. He'd opened up to almost a half a second. Now he's kind of dropped it back down. Looks like Sanchez has found a little bit of traction to reel in that 35. He was turned on the burners at Cookout to reel him in. He's right there, 0.3 of a second. Sniffing the back end of that car, but not quite able to get up onto the back of him. Schaefer disappeared there just for a little bit. He had disappeared a couple times earlier on. Prize right there behind Wilson. So Prize now has got something happening in that 0 car. Jesse Prize looking a little lower than Wilson. Maybe going to try to get around that 17, but now he'll tuck in right behind him. Runs a little higher that time. Now he's going to pull that right back behind that 17. Jesse looking for some action. Looks a little low off the turn. Trying to get a little fresh air. Trying to get that car a little cooler. He's right up on the back of that 17 car. Jesse Price trying to look for third. Follows him down across the line. They've completed 57 laps, up 200 of the race tonight. Jesse looking, still running a little lower line than Wilson. And this time, Wilson's just going to let him go. Wilson says it's too early. I'm just going to let you go. So he let Prize go by. But no, he's doing the switcheroo. He looked to the inside. Now he's right behind him. Maybe he didn't like being stalked. Now he wants to be the stalker. But Jesse's starting to pull away from him. So Jesse turning on the afterburners, and off he goes. Going to leave Wilson behind. Going to try to reel in the Sanchez car, try to get third away from him, but he's got a long ways to go because he's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 car lengths back behind the Sanchez car. So single file all the way around the Milwaukee Mile once again. That is kind of hard to say. Milwaukee Mile. I don't know why, but it is. And it's just because I'm old.
You are old.
Yes, I am old. And if you're in the stand right now, don't forget the popcorn stand is open once again. They've got the great caramel popcorn popping tonight. Caramel popping. And they also have the cheddar cheese popcorn is on special tonight. Only $1 for your favorite bucket of popcorn. So get on down there now.
The
and we got a
caution is
caution.
out.
Hey, we got a caution. Hopefully we can find out where the caution is this time. Hopefully it triggered something. I think Jesse Prize is going to like this.
It did not.
It did not trigger anything.
Nope.
What is going on tonight?
It did not trigger anything.
That is strange.
Very, very, very.
I can find out what's going on here. On my side. Nobody coming down pit road, so I don't know what's going on. So maybe if somebody came down pit road, it might tell us who got into something. But nope, nobody down there. Oh well. Who knows what's going on? iRacing is seeing something we're not seeing tonight. After 62 laps, Schaefer is your leader, followed by Joe Sanchez, Jesse Prize, Wilson, Banks, Hastings, Delilah, Denson, Kinsey, who has fallen from 6th back to 9th once again, and Cox will round out your top 10. Kevitt has now fallen back to 11th. He was up to 10th. Now he's back in one position, back to where he started the race tonight. Let's look and see who our big movers and shakers so far tonight are. Let's see who made the biggest moves. Let's see, Brady Cox looks like he started 16th. Now he's 10th. Made about no big one. Wyatt Brackett. Look at this. Wyatt Brackett started 32nd. He is running 12th. He did not even qualify, so he started dead last. So good night for Wyatt Brackett in the number 10. Wonder if he can make any other positions up. I mean, he came all the way from 32nd to 10th. I'm not really sure how he did that. I don't know if he drove it doing that or a pit stop. I'm not really sure how he did that, but that's a lot of positions to make up in just 63 laps. All the years I worked at New Smyrna Speedway, I never saw anybody make up that many positions. Not in the Hooters Cup or any of the other races I called.
The Hooters Cup?
Yeah, you don't remember the old Hooters Cup?
No.
Yeah, Hooters used to sponsor a series called the Hooters Cup. It was a late model racing. There's quite a few drivers. Bobby Gill raced in that. Jack Cook. Who else was in there? Actually, there's Ron Fellows ran in there. Remember Ron Fellows, a Canadian driver? Won in Watkins Glen in the, well, what back then the Busch Series. But yeah, he ran the Hooters Cup. Pace car lights are out, and we are going to go back to green flag racing once again after 64 laps. So it will be 65 coming around this time. Schaefer leading the race. Sanchez on his outside. Prize on the inside. Wilson on his outside. On row 2, here we go. Pace car pulls off, takes a hard left. We're back to green flag racing right now. Here we go. Schaefer gets hard on the gas and he's off. And we got a challenge here. Jesse Prize down to the inside of Sanchez. Going to try to take that second position away from him. This is the bottom of the track. They're side by side. Prize all the way down, trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen. Sanchez just drives that car just a little deeper to make sure he holds on to that position. But here is Prize, and Prize is going to lose his position as Wilson ducks down underneath him. And he's going to try to take third away from Prize. Prize had made up all those positions, and now he's going to lose them all as Wilson is down on the bottom and trying to take that away from that Prize car. Side by side, door to door for that third position. That's the best battle right now, is that third position. And Jesse Prize gets way high. He's out of the groove, and he should have learned something from Kinsey, because Kinsey, that's how he lost everything. He's smart.
And
we
the
got a
caution is
back
out, and it's gonna be Eric Stewart. And there was an incident right in the middle of the pack as the caution came out. Let's take a look at what happened to Eric Stewart. He was right in the middle of the pack here at the 53. It's going to be the 82 right there in front of the 45. The 45 is going to just get deep off into the corner and just get back into the back bumper, the 82, and the 82 back across the track into the front of the 49. And then pounded the outside retaining wall hard with the back end of that machine.
Yeah.
That was a rough one.
That was a bad one there. There's no doubt about that one. And as you see the Commander's car. Did you see that? We have a Commander's car. And
I did.
You know, they won last night, beating the undefeated Phillies. They were able to beat them. And that was people in Florida were very thankful for that. Anytime that any undefeated team does not stay undefeated, the people in Florida all think 72 Dolphins still retain their undefeated series, being the only NFL team to ever be undefeated. So, as the people in Florida would like to congratulate Washington for their big win last night. Letting the cars go around the track and get themselves situated. Let's see if the pace car lights go out. They are still on. We still got at least one more lap around Milwaukee. Come to my attention that Javier Lopez, the head groundskeeper here at the track, has requested that the person in row J, section 105, please stop throwing the cups off the top of the balcony in the stands. It's uncalled for and it's not clean, so please stop throwing the cups off the top of the balcony.
It's a shame. I thought we had better people than that in Milwaukee.
Well, I guess you were right. All right, the field is stacked up 2 by 2, side by side once again. 70 laps down of 200. We got a lot of racing still left. So far, it's been pretty much Schaefer since the drop of this stage flag. Sanchez on his outside. Wilson and Prize on row 2. Row 3, it's Delilah and Banks. Is it Delilah or Delia?
I say Delia.
Delia. Okay, Delia. Hey there, Delilah. Delia. Pace car pulls off. Here we go. Back to green flag racing. Hard on the gas. Once again, Schaefer gets up and he's pulling. Drives way up the track. I'm not really sure what that was all about, but that definitely stopped all momentum from either side. And Jesse Prize is way out of the groove. But second place, Wilson will tuck in back behind the Schaefer car, and that will shove Sanchez back to third. Jesse Prize is running a whole nother line right now. I'm not really sure what he's doing back there, but it can't work, and it's not working. Now the field is starting to freight train him. As Schaefer running away from the field with Sanchez, Schaefer, Wilson, Sanchez, excuse me, and Banks now. Hastings now moves his way, and we got a caution back on the track once again.
Let's see if I can see where the caution is. I do not have a update on why there was a caution. We are slacking tonight with this. This is
I'm not sure it's us. I think it just might be an iRacing thing.
it's a possibility.
iRacing, I don't think they're just not. It's not triggering stuff. Because, I mean, I'm looking down inside the pits and outside the pit looking at the other cameras trying to figure out where this stuff is coming from, and I'm not seeing anything. So I'm not really sure what's going on out there.
Interesting.
So right now we have only 3 cars that are at least 1 lap down. Brad Fulham, Ray Rogers, and Robert Rowe are 3 cars that are at least one lap down from the leaders right now. Not bad. I would have thought we would have had more than that, but that's not too bad. And we do some pit stops coming. We got cars coming down. We see Ayers going in there. Steven Ayers in that 62. We saw him go in. So we got a few cars down on pit road right now. Don't know whether they were involved in this altercation or not. And don't forget, next week here at the Milwaukee Mile, we've got late model racing here at the track. And it is bring your grandmother and get in free here at the track. So next week, bring grandma out, some great racing, and you'll get in free just for bringing your grandma. Had a great event out here for Veterans Day. We had a big ceremony out here. All the vets came out and celebrated the day. Well, I guess you don't really celebrate Veterans Day, but you honor it. And we had a big honoring out here at the track this past week.
Well, Randy.
Yes, sir.
We are 15 laps away from the end of stage 2. Looks like we're in for an okay evening.
9:56, maybe.
We've had a few more cautions than we're used to here on the TNR Racing Series. You're watching TNR on GFM. That's TNR on GFM, presented to you by The Guitar Addict. Randy, hold on. I have a read for The Guitar Addict.
You have a copy?
I even have a read of The Guitar Addict. The Guitar Addict is Central Florida's home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for your first six-string or have been hunting down that elusive collector piece, they are happy to help. Their selection always includes favorite from Paul Reed, Smith, Fender, and Gibson. They also regularly stock guitars from Martin, Taylor, Ibanez, G&L, Gretsch, and other fine brands. Bass guitars and ukuleles are also kept on hand. If you're a new guitarist, their stock often includes electric and acoustic models starting around $100. They're conveniently located on U.S. Route 1, just a few minutes north of Daytona Beach, Florida. Stop by the next time you're in town for the Daytona 500 or Bike Week. And if you're not there, and if you are, and you want to see them, they're at 1672 and a half Ridgewood Ave in Holly Hill, Florida. You can reach them by telephone at 386-676-2211.
Wow, you sounded like David Willen wrote that. Here we go. Green flag.
They're too odd. Inside. So that was live. That was live from Zach Wilson's spotter right there. Outside. You see, he's currently to the inside of the 17, so he has one car to the outside. That's Zach Wilson. He's on the outside of the 55. He's going to lose a spot, go from second to third. He started in third, so he hasn't lost a spot for the evening. Look at the 86! Brady Cox just flew it through 3 and 4. Wow.
Look at Brackett. Brackett started 32nd, 8th. That's actually amazing. Start that far back and is making his way through the field
pretty quickly.
Yeah, he actually, I mean, I'm actually shocked at this. Could Brackett start dead last and then come up here and win this race?
It wouldn't be the craziest thing we've ever seen here on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
No, it would not be. But it is still amazing. You know, we only have 1 week away from Thanksgiving.
I know, next Thursday.
That
means
Thursday.
We're off next Tuesday, folks. There'll be no race here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. The next time we come here to you in relations to the Tuesday night racing series will be when we go to the Nashville Super Speedway on Tuesday, November the 29th. We go for 188 laps at Nashville Superspeedway. 45 in stage 1, 45 in stage 2. We have a car blowing up on the bottom of the track. Might cause a caution here. We're gonna be. It's gonna be a beautiful. Currently, the forecast calls for 90 degrees, about 35% humidity on the day we go to Nashville Superspeedway. So, Randy, don't pack a winter coat for Tennessee. It's going to be a hot one.
Yeah, probably so. Nick, you are in charge, my friend.
I'm in charge.
You're in charge.
Oh, God, everybody's screwed. Well, if that's the case, Eric Schaefer currently your leader. Joe Sanchez in second. We take a look back a little bit in the pack here. We have a few battles beginning to start here with about 8 laps to go here in stage 2. Cody Kinsey in 9th, Tony Kibbett in 10th, Kip Easley in 11th, Jacob Denson in 12th. It's a pretty good battle right there that was beginning a little bit further on back. We have a couple of battles that are starting right there between the Dana Shepard machine of the 43 at 45, Tyler Murray in the 16, and Charlie Harcum in the 28. On the exit of turns 3 and 4, the 16 is able to slide up in front of the 45, take that spot away. Dana Shepard on the back foot, defending against the 28 off into turn 1. The 28 at Charlie Harcum going to send it off in there. He's going to make the pass. They're going to touch. The 45 goes around, and nobody's going to make contact with him, but the caution comes out. And we saw that one live. We saw that one live here in the Ghost Fire Media Network. Dana Shepard gets the car fired, and he's going to get away, but we'll take a look again at what happened here, but it was just a racing incident. As we come through 1 and 2, you just see the 28 in front of him going to slide up. The 45 thinks he's clear, comes down, pinches the 38. The 38 gets in the left rear quarter panel, turns him around. The 28 got into somebody up there. A little bit of damage on the left side for the 28, but nothing too bad. But the 45 of Dana Shepard goes around here. He brings out the 7th caution of the evening. Just 6 laps to go in stage 2. I don't think they're going to call stage 2 for that, but we'll keep an eye on it.
What did I miss?
We had a car go around.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Cooper, the popcorn maker, had a major explosion inside the popcorn machine.
Oh, no!
Yeah, so I had to go help him with that. So sorry, folks. I had to go help out with that. So there's caramel everywhere, all over the wall. So
there's caramel all over the walls?
Yeah, all over the walls. It exploded. The caramel that they put on top of the popcorn, because they make fresh caramel popcorn here from scratch, and it exploded. The popcorn went one direction and the caramel went the other direction, and there's caramel everywhere. So we've got a major cleanup going to happen after the race. So I'll be helping those guys until probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to clean the kitchen up. That's my other duty besides working here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. I'm actually the kitchen help here at the Milwaukee Mile. So, at least I am this week. So, God, I had to pick up some money somehow, I stood out on the corner for a couple days and no one stopped. So. So, back to my old duties.
I'm sorry, if I saw a 63-year-old man standing on a street corner, I wouldn't stop.
I'm not 63. God, please don't make me. I'm not 63. I'm old, but I ain't that old.
Oh, shit. I'm not nice.
Why don't you try to stand out in the corner and see what happens with you?
I think that was the end of stage 2. I believe that might be the end of stage 2 there.
85?
I don't know. It's 90, but I don't think they're going to do a 2-lap shootout.
Oh, we'll see.
I might be wrong.
I've seen crazier because the pace lights are off on top of the pace car. We might go 2 laps and we're done. And that will be Sanchez will win another. Oh, no. No, maybe. No. Schaefer's the one that's won all the stages, so maybe he'll win another one.
I'm guessing that was the end of the stage. I will confirm post-race, but I believe that's the end of the stage.
No. No, it's not.
They're doing a 3-lap shootout?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
2-lap shootout.
2-lap green-white
Look at Wilson.
checkered, and it might be a green-white caution if Zach Wilson has anything to say about it. Oh, my God. Wilson's all over the back bumper of Sanchez. He's giving him the business down the backstretch.
He's giving more the tip.
My goodness, the white flag comes out on stage 2. If this is what stage 2 looks like, I want a green-white checkered in 113 laps.
Let's see, will it come out?
One more to go at the end of stage 2. The white flag on the second stage is in the air. Can Joe Sanchez take the stage? Can maybe Zach Wilson make an amazing move and take the stage? Or is Eric Schaefer going to win his 9th stage of the year? His 8th stage of the year already? It's going to go to Eric Schaefer on the exit of 4, coming to the green and white checker flag.
Oh,
Zach Wilson's around! And he's going to be okay, I think!
Maybe.
He didn't get hit! He didn't get hit!
Where is he?
How in the hell did nobody hit him?
Wow.
Holy crap! Hold the phone. How in the holy hell? Okay, Randy, right here. He should go into the inside wall.
Good.
Right here, he should go back up into the field. Right here, the 45 back here at Delia should pound him in the right side of the car, and he should continue to go up the track and cause a big one. But instead, no one touches him! How in the hell did he get away with that?
I don't know, but I wonder if the toe is knocked out on that thing.
That is one of that's one of the classic moments where Nick Adams would jump on here and say, "Holy schmoly, how did he get away with it?"
So did everybody pit while we were watching all that? Because Kinsey's now out front. Huh. Amazing turn of events right now. We've got several cars staying out on the track as our leaders all pitted. But our early pole setter now is leading the field around. So a lot of new names towards the front of the pack now. I don't know if I agree with this whole thought process. I'm watching this a bit.
Let's see. I think everybody pitted on lap 84 that stayed out. All these guys pitted. So you're putting your man who's won the first 2 stages back in 14th. This could get interesting because all these guys up here pitted.
Yeah, but everybody behind them is going to have a little fresher tires, and
Only
they're going to come
6
in a hurry.
laps. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference early on.
We'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you a guitar player? Do you like guitars? Do you want a 2005 Fender American Special Strat in excellent condition?
It's not for sale anymore.
What do you mean? It's that you need to update your website.
Yeah, I need to update the website. So please don't talk about guitars that are on there right now, because some of them are not there.
I'm not going to talk about guitars anymore because your website's not correct. Somebody should really talk to the owner of that company and fix that website.
Well, the owner actually, I think he was in the state of Arizona at the NASCAR championship and didn't have time to come back and do everything else.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about guitars that you might have for sale because they might be incorrect.
Exactly.
Son of.
Exactly.
Oh, they didn't go! They didn't go! They're wrecking in the middle of the pack!
Oh, my
We're
God.
still green. We're still green. We got straight, but my God, they didn't go. Holy Crowley! What
Stack
in the
them all
world
up.
happened there? Oh, Eric Schaefer, contact with the 66 for Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer needs to get the hell out of Dodge. He is in a bad spot with some questionable moves being made around, and the 28's going around in front of Schaefer.
22s.
The
Oh,
35,
no.
Schaefer's involved, and now
Schaefer's
it's a
in
big
there.
one. Oh, the track is blocked.
Jesse
The track
Price
is
in it.
blocked.
Hastings.
Oh, the track is blocked on the front stretch, and everybody's involved. The caution is out, and this is a massive one. Dana Shepard, Dylan Hastings, David Brackett, Brandon Banks, Jesse Prees, Richard Swaverly, Jeremy Gibbs, Charlie Harcum, all involved. This is a big one. It all started here. The 28 gets turned by the 73 across the nose of the 35. And then the 35 gets run over from behind. Just look at this in the exit of 4. It's just a mess. Look at this. Just look at it. Would you look at that? Look at this. Look at this mess.
It's Talladega Nights.
My God. Watch this calamity on the exit of 4. It all starts at the top of your screen. You're going to see the 28 gets turned into the inside retaining wall, and then the track gets blocked, and there's nowhere for anybody to go.
Wilson
Goodness
actually got through that.
gracious.
Wilson actually got through that somehow.
Calamity corner down there on the exit of turn 4. Stage 3 starts how stage 2 began with a caution.
Now, if you were one of these guys, would you bit now?
No, not yet. I think it's too early still.
Huh. After watching what they had happen back there, probably not. You see so many of these cars with back end damage. So you can definitely see people are pegging on each other. We haven't even completed 100 laps yet.
We're at 97.
I know, we're almost there, but not quite. So we still have 102 laps left. Pace car lights are still on top of the pace car, as you can see there. With the front row now, Kinsey, Murray, Newbaugh, Grenier, Hager, Silwatch, Burt, Feltz, Kunkel, and Sanchez. So Sanchez is the only one besides Kinsey who we've seen at the front of the pack for a big part of the race. I'm still watching Brackett. I just want to see if Brackett can come all the way. We still got time. Here they come. They're side by side, stacked up 2 by 2. Ready to go back to green flag racing once again. Hopefully we have a green flag that does not bring out a yellow flag like we had last time. Hayes car pulls off. Here we go. Hard on the gas goes Kinsey. Kinsey pulls it up to the middle of the track. He'll pull the cars off the turn into turn number 3 and off of 1 into 2, and now down to 3. There are four turns on this track, and I don't know which ones are which. But anyways, so Kinsey, Murray right there behind him. Murray reeling him in. Murray's right there behind him. Right behind him, looking to the bottom of the track. Here goes Murray for the lead. They're going to be side by side as they go into turn number 1. Murray down to the bottom of the track, side by side. As they come off, they touch just a tad. That's going to push Kinsey up the track. He's going to get out of the groove, and that's going to allow Newbraw and Grenier to get around him as well. Grenier dives the inside of Kinsey. Kinsey once again having a little bit of misfortune. Now he's smart enough to pull the car down to the bottom of the track and block Sanchez coming, because he sees Sanchez is on the move once again as well. Kinsey will pull it to the bottom of the track, try to get around Grenier, and he will. He'll move Grenier out of the way and settle back into third position and try to reel in Murray and Newbraw. Kinsey is regrouping himself as well. You can definitely see he is making some moves as you see the 2-car tandem of Sanchez and Sowatch trying to reel in some drivers as well. Brackett now is up
the
to
caution
9th.
is out again. I'm not sure why it's out though. Oh, I see it now. The 3 stopped in the middle of the track. Oh my goodness, what in the world happened there?
I didn't realize that 3 had Hello Water on the side.
I think the 3 has a lot more than Hello Water on the side right now, okay? Let's take a look at James Kunkel and see what happened to him. He gets... The caution's already out, and he gets turned after the caution's out.
Yep.
There was some frustration in whatever just happened right there. There was some definite frustration coming from the 3, I think.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you that. I'm glad I saw that Hello Water thing, because I need to send an email to my buddy Tom over there. Give me some water. Hello Water. If you haven't had Hello Water, it is very, very good. They've got several different types of water. They have a defense water that will help you if your immune system is a little weak. They've got several different vitamins in their waters, and they're delicious tasting. The black cherry is to die for. And this is water. When you taste this water, it doesn't taste like any other water you've ever tasted. The lemonade in the Defense series is very, very good. I enjoy it quite a bit. So check it out at hellowater.com or get it where it's sold in certain areas. I did that. Just did that because I enjoy the product so much.
You're fine.
Lights are still on. We are still under caution. How many cautions is that? 10? It is 10. 10th caution tonight. We're racking them up, folks. Any early predictions we want to have now, Nick, on cautions?
15.
You're saying we're going to stop at 15. I'm going to say we're going to go 17 caution. I think we got 7 more left. Most of them have been phantom cautions, but that's just the way it is.
I liked it.
So you're going to go see the newest Black Panther movie?
Maybe.
Maybe. Have you been back into a movie theater yet?
No.
No, I have not. We have. We've gone to a couple different movies. Feels good. And it felt good to hear the president actually kind of announce, didn't quite say it exactly, but he alluded to it. We're pretty much at the endemic stage of the pandemic. So that's a good thing. As I say that, is my daughter, I think, has COVID right now. Hopefully not, but I think she does. And naturally, Disney said, no, come to work. Crazy company. He said, I think I'm sick. No, you get a point if you don't come to work. Force you to come to work. All right, pace car is about to pull off. We're about to go back to green flag racing. And there he goes. And we're off. Here comes Lucky. As Murray on the outside gets a really good run, he'll pull it across the track down in front of Newbraw. Grenier on the outside and Kinsey. Kinsey tucked in right behind that Newbraw car as they make their way down the back straightaway. Single file for the top 3 cars. Kinsey trying to make some moves. Grenier gets shoved to the outside. Here comes Sanchez back there as well. Sanchez showing some more strength as he's made his way all the way from way back to up here in the 4th position. Working a little higher line, following the Kinsey car around. Kinsey now blocks that
Caution is out.
momentum.
Caution is out.
Oh, boy. Once again.
Austin Harger and Brad Fulham got together. We'll take a look and see what happened. Looks like Jesse Prees was involved in that as well. Off into 1. He gets into Zach Wilson. Up the track. And, that one is painful.
Oh, that's going to end Jesse's night.
That'll end 3 cars. That'll end all 3 of their nights. That's painful.
Jesse was running so well, too. The bracket update is now 6th. White bracket is the one I keep watching all night long. Started 32nd, now running 6th. They are going to pit. No, they're not. Playing a little mind games. Lucky Dog will make their way around on the outside here in just a second. And here he comes. He goes around. So don't forget, iRacing has a big sale going on right now for Black Friday, 25% off. Renewals, so if you haven't renewed yet, now's the time to do it. Save 25%. I've got to do mine as well for my next year. Have you done yours yet, Nick?
What?
Renewed your iRacing account?
No.
No.
No, I do mine
No.
monthly because I'm a dumbass. So.
Oh, you don't do it by year?
No,
Man,
I'm a dumbass.
Oh my God, you save so much money. And right now, 25% off? How can you not? You know, when I signed up for iRacing, it was 50% off.
Okay.
That was a deal. I wish they would do that again. 50% off. So I got 2 years for $99. That was a deal. I'd like to do that again. I think iRacing needs to bring that one back. How much is it monthly?
I don't remember. I just pay it. That's really bad. I can't believe I just said that.
What is that? There's a commercial for a certain product that says, you know, check your credit card bills, what you've been paying every month. You don't even know you're paying for it. I don't know what it is, but you might want to have that looked at there, dude. You might be paying for some Pornhub thing that you didn't even know you're paying for. Oh, boy. 113 down of 200. Pace car lights are out. We're going to go back to green flag racing with Murray and Newbraw on round one, row one. Kinsey and Sanchez. Now this is going to be a good one. Sanchez lined up there back and forth. This would be fun to watch him trying to get around these guys. So strong earlier on. 1-2 stages. Now he's going to try to make his way back to the front. Pace car is off. They're on the gas. Here we go down into turn number one. Murray brings it to the bottom of the track. With Kinsey right behind him. They're going to shove that Newbraw car out of the way. And Murray better get on it because here comes Sanchez in that 55. Sanchez, I was thinking Sanchez won those 2 stages, not him. He was in the top 2. But, oh, we got a big one in the back. Several cars involved in this one. This one brought the caution out. We got a big pile of cars stacked up back there, Nick.
Oh, Dylan Hastings is
in it.
involved. Yeah, it's about 6-7 cars. We don't have a replay of this one, unfortunately, but there's a bunch of cars involved. Yeah, I don't have a replay of it.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe it did not trigger that. I saw it in the back of the pack as they came down the front stretch. Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did not trigger it.
Unbelievable. 12 cautions. I said 17. Maybe I was being nice.
I said 20.
No, you did not. You said 15.
I said 20.
You said 15.
I said 20.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. He also said my mama was fat, but she ain't.
Wow.
Oh, boy. I tell you, since I got back from Phoenix, I had not slept.
No?
Not slept at all. Hardly not. It sucks when you don't, if you don't sleep, it starts to really get to you. I don't know if you have a sleeping problem or not. If you don't, you will one day, and you're going to understand. You're going to go, man, I remember Randy Pepper used to talk about sleep and how bad it was when you can't sleep. And trust me, you're going to hate it. It's just one of those things happen when you start getting a little older. Upper side of Zach's up. The body aches. You got to buy one of those Tempur-Pedic beds. Which I did. We bought one of those Tempur-Pedic beds. I don't know if anybody knows about those, but we bought one of those things. We had a purple bed before. We bought the Tempur-Pedic, and at first I hated the thing. I was like, God, this thing feels like a rock, but now I'm starting to actually like it. One of those foam mattresses. All right, guys, we need to have a lot of green flag racing here. We got to stop this wrecking stuff. So, the track president needs to jump into these guys' cars and say, "Come on, guys." I wonder if the Atlas rocket is going to go up tonight. We got an Atlas rocket going up. Got an important payload going up tonight, and skies were looking pretty good for it. So hopefully we're going to have an Atlas rocket going up at 12:30 tonight. So if you're on the east coast of Florida or east coast of the United States, you might watch the skies tonight around 12:30 because we've got an Atlas rocket going up. You might even hear the sonic boom go off. All right, pace car lights are out. We are single file on the inside and single file on the outside. So that makes us double file. For those people who didn't know what that's called.
Does that make us double file?
That makes us double file.
Interesting.
Yes, it does. Murray and Kinsey, here they come. Pace car is off, shoots a hard left, and Nick Adams will bring you down to turn number 1.
On the green flag flies, and away we go. Off into turn number 1. Tyler Murray takes him down. In there is the leader, Cody Kinsey, in second on the outside. It's going to take a battle now from Joe Sanchez on the inside. They're going to be 3 wide, maybe on the exit of the corner as the Amoco car is to the outside now of the 86. The 86 dives to the inside, and then Brady Cox finds himself back behind him, and he dives off into turn 3. Brady Cox side by side with the number 93 of Cody Kinsey. It's Amoco versus Brody Energy down the front stretch. Here comes the 86. He's going to make the pass off into turn 1.
Dive into the inside of the Amoco car. He'll get around. And Cox has looked strong throughout the night and now really showing his true strength as Sanchez will power himself around Murray and take the lead in the 55. The cookout machine, and here comes Cox. Cox is on the move. Cox is making it the hard way tonight. Going around, gets around. Murray shoves him out, and he's bringing right behind him. Looks like he's bringing Brackett, the guy who started dead last. Brackett now is coming as well. Brackett sitting his sights on Cox. All 3 of these cars are separated by 1-2 apart of each other. Look at Wilson back there as well. Wilson's making some moves, trying to make some things happen, and we got a caution. Was Wilson involved in that? Because he was
Brandon Burt, Charlie Harcum, Ken MacArthur, David Brackett, Dana Shepard all crashed out. Let's see what happened here in turn 4. It's the middle of the pack, coming out onto the back, onto the front stretch, the 28 to the wall across the track. Oh my God! Wow! That was a big hit. My goodness.
Wow.
That hurt. Every single second of that hurt. The 97 had nowhere to go. Oh, big hits for everybody involved. If you are squeamish, just look away for a second. We're going to go on board the 73. Here we go. Just, yo! Oh, my goodness. That hurt.
He wasn't wearing VR. That would make me seasick. Watching that was Major. Ground control to Major Tom. The song was long before you were born. One more lap and we're going to have nacho cheese hot dogs on sale. 75 laps remaining.
At lap 125, they go half off because they're a little bit old and they don't want them to go. They don't want them to go bad.
Exactly. So one more lap around, we'll get the nacho cheese hot dogs on sale. I know Nick Adams will be first in line to get one of those.
I'm going to grab one right now. I'll be right back.
There you go. They're on sale. Half price, $2. I'm still protesting. I still want some churro dogs somewhere. Did I tell you about churro dogs? Did I talk about those yet? You know what a churro dog is? A churro dog is a corn dog, Korean corn dog with churro, like cinnamon sugar, sprinkled on the outside of the corn dog. It's excellent. Ugh. I'm craving one right now. Just talking about it. Sanchez playing a little footsie with the pace car there. Lights are out. That means we're going to go back to green flag racing next time around. 126 laps down of 200.
Ah, Jesus. Sorry, Randy. I just dropped hot dog all over you. Sorry about that.
No. Keep your hands out of my lap. I can clean it. I'll do it myself.
All right, fine. Fine.
Keep your hands out of my lap.
Fine. I'm not going to help you. Screw you, then.
I've got it.
Yeah, screw you. I'm going to eat my hot dog.
Yeah, as long as you're not trying to grab it out of my lap, I'm all right.
I don't care about the hot dog that I dropped. That's the one you can eat. You can have that one.
Okay, good. Fine. Thank you.
I got extra mustard on that one.
Yeah, I see. It's all over my finger.
Sorry about that. Those are nice slacks. How much do they cost?
I don't know. I bought them from Pat. Gave them to me. Of
course he did. Cheap bastard.
Cheap bastard. I get all his old leftover stuff. Green flag is out. Here it goes. Sanchez. And he'll pull the car out in front of the field as we got a good battle for second. McKenzie down on the inside and Cox on the outside. Cox in a power move on the outside. Try to get around the Kinsey car, and he will. So the 86 of Cox will take that position. But Kinsey's not quite ready to go away. But it's not going to help him any because Cox is on a mission. And then you got Phelps, Newbraw, Swavely. So watch Tyndall, Denson, and Banks. What happened to my bracket guy? He's back to 12th again. How did that happen?
It's unfortunate circumstances. I mean, look at unfortunate circumstances.
Got all the way up to third. Now he's back there. He didn't pit. What the heck? Who's that out being shoved out? A couple of drivers.
He pitted on lap 123. That's why.
That's why. All right. A little different strategy going on there.
He's making a big move.
He is. Better be careful with that. Was it 22?
It's 28.
28. He's been involved in a couple little melees tonight. Harcum has had his fair share of calamity. that hot dog coming back up to get you
A little bit.
already? A little bit, yeah. Sounds like it.
These aren't high quality hot dogs.
Well,
Good God. I spent $12 on these damn things.
no, you did not. They were half price.
I
They're only
bought 6
$2.
of them.
Oh,
I was going to give you one.
oh well.
Here, you want this one?
You already took a bite out of that one.
It's fine. It's fine. We got a battle there. Yeah, look at the 74. The 79, sorry. Look at him.
Look at all this. These guys are actually just swapping spots. This is real good here.
This is chaos.
Pretty wild. 70 and Denson making some moves now. We're talking about Brackett. Brackett's kind of getting shoved in the meat of the middle, like the hot dog there, as he's got so watch all over the back end of him as well, at least on his outside panel there. It's got him and Harkham, or not, excuse me, that's Banks. And I think he's fallen Schaefer. Schaefer, who was so strong earlier on, now is kind of regrouped after he was involved in a earlier incident. You kind of surprised at how well Schaefer's running right now?
I am. I really am. With how much damage was on that car earlier, I'm very shocked he was able to get away from, continue to drive like he is.
Because these guys, they don't have fast repairs. A lot of leagues will have fast repairs. This one does not. So if the car is damaged, the car is damaged. The only time you're going to get anything fixed is you're going to have to do it on your time. And evidently he did it on his time. Because that car doesn't look all that bad considering how big of a hit he took. Sanchez is now starting to open up a pretty good lead over Kinsey. Watching this battle back here with Brackett and several Schaefer. Harkham's back there with him as well. Wilson. And you see Schaefer looking to the inside, trying to get around Wilson, who's had to pass several times. And we got a big...
Oh, my goodness!
Richard Swavely!
Oh, Schaefer! Oh, my God, the track is blocked again! Holy hell, what just happened?
I don't really know what exactly happened. I
What
saw Richard
just
Swavely in the air.
freaking happened? What in the hell? What? What happened?
Watch Richard Swavely.
Watch
him because then
Swavely fly through the air. What in the world happened on the exit of 4?
Wow.
My God.
And once again, Harkham is involved in it.
So is Schaefer as well.
Well, yeah, Schaefer's in there as well. Schaefer
The
and
whole
Brackett were both in
track
there.
was blocked.
Again.
Folks, put your seatbelts on. This one's gonna hurt. Yo!
Whee!
Oh my God! And then, sheesh! You think that one hurt? This one hurts too. Oh, hold on. This is gonna hurt. He's about to get the pains. Oh! Whoa, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts when you hit in the door like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these guys might want to take a loan out of Johnson Bank there and It's going to cost a little bit to fix these cars. So leader is Cox. Schaefer is second. Kevitt is third. Murray fourth. And Fulham is fifth. Now you're going, how the heck has this happened? Well, all the leaders did pit. And I anticipate most of these guys are going to pit as well because they all seem to have a little damage from that little melee. Schaefer has to go back in. You got no pants.
My goodness. Schaefer's going to be our leader. He was just facing the wrong way.
I was looking at something thinking, is he going to stay out? I guess he is going to stay out. Schaefer, Kevitt, Murray, Fulham, Gibbs.
My God.
It's going to get interesting, folks. Trust me. It's going to get really interesting here with these guys up here. Schaefer is one of the drinking brothers, so that could be.
He has to be drinking to.
Although he gets a great start, he pulls out by 1.5 car lengths over Murray. Murray did not get a good start, so he's pulling away from him. I guess that fresh air, that clean air being out front is gonna be a lot more valuable to him than anything. And it seems to be working as he's 0.4 of a second in front of Murray. Sanchez working on the back end of Murray as well. Trying to get around him so he can set sight, trying to catch up to Schaefer. Single file down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Off of 4, still single file. One car shoved out of the groove. That looks like the 19. And you see that bracket car, the 16, with no hood on the front of that car. Looks kind of like a Winston modified from 1983. Are making their way around the track. We're watching Kinsey right now at 93. He was our pole sitter earlier on. Ran out front for a few laps, and after that got shoved out, and now he's shoved all the way back into the 6th position. A host of others back behind him as well. But Schaefer is leading, but he is under attack right now. We got Sanchez right behind him. Mr. Nick.
I was moving it. I was just grabbing the camera angle.
All right, there we go.
Took me a minute.
And, all right, here we go. Here we go. Got a challenge for the lead. They're side by side as Sanchez dives to the inside of Schaefer, and he will make the pass pretty easily. as you see the back end of Schaefer's car is so...
I'm seriously surprised he stayed in front as long as he did.
I am too,
That
actually.
is absolutely incredible.
Now he's got passed by Newbraw as well. And I don't imagine he's going to last for much longer with some of these guys that did pit. That car cannot be handling very well. It's got to be a handful. Depending on his setup, though, I mean, if he came in here with a really tight setup, then maybe the car might actually be driving pretty well. But I imagine he probably had a little bit tweaked, a little looser than that. As you can see him come off the turn, he does get a little loosey-loosey. Sanchez driving away from the field. He has the largest lead of the night, over 1 second of a lead. No one has had that much of a advantage all night long. So I'm sure several of these people, these drivers out here are hoping for another caution. Otherwise, we're going to see Sanchez just run away from everyone, unless something drastic happens. .148 of 200. Don't forget, like Nick said, we will not be on the air next week. We will be off for Thanksgiving, and since Thanksgiving is coming up, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you and your family will have a nice day together, eating turkey dressing, all that other cobbler, all that stuff that people eat during Thanksgiving. I will be eating lobster and steak. If you believe
Lobster and steak.
that. Yeah. Steak and lobster. Surf and turf. That's what we eat down here in Florida.
Interesting.
It's a traditional Thanksgiving day. Surf and turf. No, actually, we will have turkey for a change. Actually, last year we did have steak and lobster. Hey, there's 15 cautions. There's another caution out. And that's exactly what a lot of people on the track were hoping for. So they can reel back in Sanchez one more time. Any idea why this caution came out?
I'm a-looking. Trying to find out.
Huh.
Let's take a look. Oh, right
there it
there.
Hey, look, here's Harkham.
That was perfect. I found that. Charlie Harkham went around again. Poor man.
Harkham has had a hard night.
He got turned that time by the 8. I don't think it was on purpose. I think it was an accident, but that's a rough night for the 28. 28.
20, yeah. Charlie needs just to stay out of the way because it just seems like everybody's got his number.
Pack it
tonight.
up and end the evening.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's got his number. Doesn't matter if they like him or not, they're still taking him. Taking him to the cleaners. And don't forget, we got Christmas coming up, so make sure you do get all your Christmas shoplifting all done before the Christmas season is over. I don't know if I wonder this year, will we see a huge Black Friday once again?
No. No, it's already started.
Well, I know that.
I
know
ordered
you
them.
know
I
that.
already ordered most of my stuff on Amazon.
Did you?
I did.
Huh. I did order a pair of in-ear monitors for myself.
Spent about $700 and my Christmas shopping's almost done.
Wow. You know, it's a lot better if you just do your Christmas shoplifting. Don't cost you that much.
Yeah, but, you know, the 9 to 5. Well, the 5 to 9 really doesn't help.
Well, if you do it between 5 and 9, maybe they won't catch you.
Oh, my kid. Yeah, but you could just go for 5 to 9, you know?
That's true. That's true. Very true.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will officially be our latest broadcast in Ghost Fire Media history. I know Randy Pepper loves that statistic.
With no sleep, I love that system.
No sleep till dun dun.
Brooklyn!
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun.
No sleep till Brooklyn! Yo! Late great Beastie Boys.
Hold on, I got you, Randy. Ready? We can play like 10 seconds of it.
Maybe. Be very careful. You've already been copyright struck already once. Or tried to. That's just in radio. We were 10 seconds, but I don't know how YouTube looks at it. Or Twitch or any of the other ones we're broadcasting on. Pace car lights are out. That means we're going to go back to green flag racing once again. Sanchez will bring him back to the green flag with Newbraw on his outside. Feltz behind him. Kinsey, Suwatch, and Denson and Murray back there as well. Harcum, even though he's involved in most of the stuff, is still running a how, I don't know. Harcum's actually made his way up to 6th. Here I'm telling him to park it, and he's actually running pretty well. Sanchez is trying to make himself into another zip code. As Feltz now is turning on some heat back there, and that number 11. Feltz and Newbraw back there, with Denson right behind him as well. But now Sanchez is turning on the afterburners and leaving the rest of the field behind. This will be lap 157 out of 200. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He'll pull it down all the way to the very bottom of the track. He'll drift up just a little bit off of 4 and bring it back across the line and complete lap 158. The rest of the field pretty much is doing the same thing as they are single file around the Milwaukee Mile once again. Looks like the lights may be turning on now.
Yeah, the lights should possibly be a little bit of an impact here at the end of the race.
And a little longer than they thought it was going to run. Watching Kinsey make his way, trying to make his way up through the field again. Running back behind Sawatch. Sawatch or Sawatch? and nearly gets into him there. They do touch that time. They are banging off of each other. The 93 and the 27 have touched, and that's going to knock the Silwich car out of the groove, and he'll have to get back in line and start over once again as Kinsey's now trying to make his way back up to the top of the pack, into that top 5. Harcum once again is in a 2-wide battle there. This time he'll just let Schaefer by. Doesn't want to be any part of that because he's already had enough action, and actually Schaefer has well. Schaefer dives underneath the Silwich car. Sorry. This is very late for me. Only 1 hour and hour
4
and 29 minutes. Hour and 29 more minutes till the rocket goes up, folks.
Jesus Christ. Is that what? Are you going to stay up for it now?
If we're on here much longer, I might have to. Have you ever seen a rocket go up?
I have seen a rocket launch before, yes.
Yeah, it's actually pretty amazing. Yeah. It's one of those things a lot of people have on their bucket list, and I definitely can say it's one of those things that you definitely need to see at least once. Luckily, the Cape is only roughly, from me, 50 miles. So I can get a really good view of the rockets going up every night when they do go up, or every time they go up. Watching a rocket now, Schaefer trying to reel in the Kinsey car, trying to regroup himself after being involved in several melees throughout the night. Right now, we only have one car completely out of the race, I believe. And I believe that's Robert Rowe in the 6. He's the only one that is actually out.
Yeah, we're just taking a look. We're gonna run around with the top 5 here for a bit. This is where the battle seems like it's going to start. 3rd, 4th, 5th. There's not a whole lot going on throughout the field. There's this battle for 10th. Going off in a 1 with a car without a hood and a car that's all damaged. I mean, tonight looks like a 1985 modified race.
Yeah, it does.
Joe Sanchez is going to win this race, not only because he's one of the fastest guys in the track, but him, Tyler Murray, Scott Phelps, Michael Newbrough, Jacob Denson are the only 5 of the track with no damage.
5 cars, that's it?
5 cars in this entire track with no damage. That's crazy.
Welcome to Saturday Night Racing at the Nation Murder Speedway. We got a demolition derby happening tonight.
What it feels like.
Oh boy. That's one type of racing I did not enjoy calling. I've called some strange things. I've actually called a hound dog derby once. Talk about craziness. And the dogs turn around and go the opposite direction. That's crazy. 169 out of 200. Now, we are starting to wind down these laps finally. 30 laps remain. They're approaching the number 5 car to lap him, and they will go around the 5. The 5 definitely looks like he's driving from back in 1983. Wins the modified tour. Maybe one of those Sammy Swindell cars. Sanchez is now starting to open his lead up just a little bit over Murray. Just almost 1 second. Just a tick under. Sanchez will go under the Hello Water car. Sanchez starting to branch out a little bit more. Every lap he just kind of pulls just a little bit farther from Murray. Phelps and Schaefer now has made his way all the way up to 4th. Good recovery. That's all I can say. As he got his way around Newbraw and Kinsey. And I don't know if Newbraw actually had damage on his car or not. If he did, it wasn't as much. But Schaefer definitely has some major back end damage. And I know he's got some front end damage as well. $175 of 200. We are winding them down, slowly but surely winding them down here in the Milwaukee Mile in the
25
TNR series. 25, yeah.
25 circuits around this mile-long racetrack, and Randy Pepper, I am
toast.
I am losing it. I am losing the battle.
I can tell.
I am losing the battle. The battle is no more.
The battle is real. It's tough. It's real. The battle is real. As we're watching some of the TNR competitors battle it out for the last 24 laps. Nick Adams is slowly but surely drifting off into another land, as well as myself. It is much past our bedtime. And when you get to the age, ripe old age that I am, things start to break down.
I can't stand you.
Oh, it just happens, my sir, as Sanchez is now pulling away by 1.3, but actually 1.4 seconds over Murray. Murray back there.
You trying to do the monster mash? Hold on. Sanchez has started to pull away. He's driving his car on a rail today. Murray sits in second place, with Schaefer coming up right behind us.
I can't believe Schaefer has actually made it up to 3rd. Unbelievable racing tonight by Mr. Schaefer.
Oh, and Schaefer sends
Schaefer's
it
gonna
off
make it
into
fun,
three.
actually.
I mean, we were going full Halloween there. We were trying to be funny, but holy moly, he sent it off into three. Here comes Schaefer down the front stretch. Camaro
Schaefer
versus Camaro. Can Schaefer go win this race?
I would love to see Schaefer come
I
back
don't even
and
know what
actually
I don't even know what I'd say in victory lane.
I wouldn't either. I mean, that'd be like totally amazing. He guy's been booped and banged and whatever else you can call it, and here he is now. He's actually slowly but surely actually reeling in Sanchez. And Sanchez, you know what he would be like, are you kidding me? I thought I got rid of this guy, and here he is.
Jiminy Christmas. What is I just bit my tongue.
So Sanchez is a drinking brother. Actually,
Ow.
they're both drinking brothers.
Oh, that felt fantastic.
What did you break? You drink?
I bit my damn tongue.
So what is the difference between Drinking Brothers 1 and Drinking Brothers 2?
Just the team, like the rule of the amount of teams you're allowed to have.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, so they don't want to have 25 guys on one team.
No.
Okay. So they didn't want to have the Drinking Brothers Racing League tonight. Because that's what it would end up being. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 on Drinking Brothers 1 or 2. Then we got 1, 2, 3 in Drinking Brothers 1 Racing Night. Cody Kinsey, Jason Hastings, Joe Sanchez. They're on Drinking Brothers 1. Drinking Brothers 2, Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Michael Newbraw, and
We actually might be
Kevin.
close. We actually might be close on time here tonight. Let's take a look and see. Now we get about 53 laps in with the amount of time we have. So we have 17 laps to go. So we're going to make it.
okay, good. Was that the time of the server?
Yes. So you have 3 hours to get this race in. That's the league rule. And then after 3 hours, the race is called.
Thank God. Although everyone just disappeared there for a second.
Don't worry, I
Sanchez-
slowly had a heart attack while that happened.
Yeah, I know. And Sanchez is definitely starting to feel the heat. There's no doubt about it. I don't know if he's got enough time. At least Schaefer has enough time to catch him. But he may catch him, but getting around him is a whole other thing. Because it seems like it's kind of equaling out about 1 second. You got a little graph there?
I'm trying to. Here we go. A little bit of statistics and time for you guys who are trying to see if Eric Schaefer is going to grab on and take that lead away, maybe. The lap traffic might help him. I mean, it's going to help him.
But will it be enough?
It's under a second now.
Yeah, 14 laps left.
So Schaefer has a lot of lap traffic to deal with. Not
ton.
Schaefer, sorry, Sanchez. They might race Sanchez harder than they'll race Schaefer.
Thanks, sliding by. But they are teammates, so. Actually, they're both Sanchez and Schaefer are our teammates anyway, so you know, maybe they're both cheering for each other. It's down to half a second now. He's coming. He is coming. Schaefer with a battered car is definitely making some moves. 11 laps remain. Can Schaefer catch him? Eric Schaefer trying to run down Joe Sanchez.
I mean, he's coming.
Yeah, he is coming.
He's coming.
And with these lap cars, I mean, we've got a lot of lap cars right there. And they're running side by side. So Sanchez is going to have to slow up just a bit so he doesn't get into these two guys here. And that's going to hurt his cause as well. Although he actually gained a little bit there somehow.
Yeah, he got a little bit of an advantage because the lap car held up Schaefer. Just a little. And Schaefer has a disadvantage because of the way the arrow is going to go over that car. It's going to get the back end a little bit squirrely. Because he doesn't have a tech lid. Doesn't have a spoiler, doesn't have a tailgate. I mean, that car has got to be driving like a piece of trash.
Oh, yeah. Front clips got all bent
No
up.
deck lid, no tailgate. There's no rear downforce on that 35. Imagine if he had downforce.
Yeah. You already caught him by now. He's close as he's been all night. A caution. Oh, no.
That proverbial carnage, Randy Pepper. But you know what I'm going to say?
What?
That changes everything.
Oh, yeah, that definitely changes everything.
We'll take a look at what happened here. It's Kip Easley. That's not Kip Easley.
No, that's so watch.
This is Kip Easley in the 5. I think it dies. I think it's dead. I think it died.
Yeah,
I think it blew up.
It blew up. Shoe blown up.
She did the old blow up into 1. He tried to stop. He just wasn't able to in time. I think he thought maybe he could get it back to pit road.
No chance in that.
Now, it was in gear when it blew up. He didn't throw it into neutral immediately. He was never going to make it to pit road.
Oh, they're pitting. Look at this. Wow.
This changes everything.
Yeah, is anybody who can maybe take a chance and stay out?
Scott Feltz. Holy schmoly!
Bracket.
Well, it'll be interesting depending on who gets out of the pits first, okay? Sanchez, then Schaefer, then Murray. Eric Schaefer will start on the outside lane.
Track admins are actually looking at something going on. Not really sure what it is, but they are looking.
What are they looking at?
Not really sure. Somebody made a call of something happening out there. And I'm not really sure what it was. I haven't heard anything else, but they were looking at something.
What did they say they were looking at? I need to know, Randy. You're our in. I need to know. I need to know more.
They didn't say.
What are they looking at?
I don't know.
Randy!
I don't know. I haven't heard anything more. They
Damn
haven't
it!
said anything else. I think it might have been somebody went too fast on pit lane. All right, Phelps and Brackett. All right, who's your pick here, Nick?
Sanchez. He's got 4 fresh tires.
So does Schaefer.
I don't know. I don't know.
Get the green flag with just 3 laps remaining. So a lot of guys are actually what's happening is actually there are guys getting penalties for pit road.
Any pertinent people?
He said many people. That's I don't know which one, but they have just said many. So
Are they extending the caution?
I don't believe so.
There were no penalties handed out, so they didn't. That's interesting. Maybe there'll be post-race penalties.
It may be so.
We're going to get a green, white checker here. 4 to go. Off into turn 1. Scott Phelps leads them away. Wyatt Brackett on the outside. Joe Sanchez with 4 fresh Goodyears. And no damage on the 55 in second. He's to the inside down the backstretch. Here comes Sanchez.
Power is way out front, definitely. Power. And Schaefer's right behind him. Schaefer tucks in right behind him. They're going to be clear now. Finally, the two will be able to settle it between the two of them.
There is nothing to settle. We've got 1.5 miles to go, and unless Joe Sanchez makes a mistake, this one's going to be all him. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Joe Sanchez has dominated the second half of this race. We're coming to the white flag. He's got 1 lap to go. 1 lap presented to you by the Guitar Addict. Into turn 1 for the final time, Joe Sanchez. He's got 3/4 of a mile. 2 more left turns now out of the exit of turn 2. He just needs to drive the best 2 corners of his career here to get his first win of the year. Off into turn 3, the 55 in the lead. Through 3 and 4 to the exit. Coming down to the start-finish line, Joe Sanchez is going to win at the Milwaukee Mile. What a victory for the 55.
Drinking brothers all around.
Joe Sanchez had 2 stage wins earlier this season. Wasn't able to close out the victory last week. Joe Sanchez comes in this week and says, hey, I might be a road course racer, but I'm also a mile racer. And he wins at the Milwaukee Mile.
Yeah, he does.
Eric Schaefer second, Tyler Murray third, Michael Newbrough fourth, Cody Kinsey fifth. That's your top 5. We'll let you look through the remainder of the results.
He's burning them down. There's no doubt about it. You trying to find our second or third place finisher there, Nick?
Yes. Let's get Tyler Murray into the broadcast booth, the number 16. Tyler, it's Nick and Randy in the booth. You got a copy, sir.
Yeah, man, I got you.
A heck of a third-place finish out there tonight, Tyler. I mean, there were plenty of times tonight where it looked like you might have a car that can go up there and battle for the win. You came to the green flag on the green-white check. Well, the green, two greens, one white, and a checker finish we had there. And you looked like you had an opportunity restarting in fifth. You come home in third. Definitely a good finish, but how was it out there tonight?
Hey, man, it was definitely a challenge. You know, whenever you have a setup at a track that doesn't have an iRacing setup made for it, it's always going to be interesting. But you know, kind of used stage one there to get a better grasp on how the car was driving, and then coming to the end of stage two, we had that caution, and me and my teammate Matt, we decided that we were going to try to get track position there and start of stage three. We were able to get into the lead and kind of just hold it there for 20 laps, and we kept catching cautions at the right time. And as soon as I lost the lead, I decided to come down that next yellow, and because we weren't going to make it on fuel. And after that, we were battling hard with somebody, and I missed my braking point, slid through the grass, which turned out being a blessing in disguise because I lost about a second off of the lead pack, and then they all wadded it up, and I was able to miss it. And that was really the big one there, is when I think it was like second and third place cars got together, and we had that huge pile up on the front straightaway. I was able to come through unscathed, and you know, when I went down and took the tires, I kind of thought with how quick I was coming through the field that I might have been able to get to Joe, but you know, those Drinking Brothers racing guys, they're unreal. They put a lot of time in practice and really good at saving their tires, and he kind of made me feel like I was going to be able to get him, so I was pushing a little harder than I should have, and he was just cooling his tires off and saving. But you know, that late race caution, I thought we were going to fall out of the top three. Luckily, you know, we were able to get it done. I knew that whole time that I really wasn't going to have anything for the 55 and 35. They're significantly quicker than me, and I was just trying to hold on for a good result.
Did you have any damage like everybody else?
At the start of stage three, I don't know if I got damage when I was battling the 93 car for the lead. I got to go back and actually look at that, but I was under him and he was holding me pretty tight and gave me a 4X, but I didn't see anything on my car myself from the driver's seat. Normally you'd see that right front push up if you really did door somebody. So other than that, if that didn't give me any damage, no, I didn't touch anything.
So it didn't feel like he had any damage or anything like that then?
No, the car actually was driving really well there at the end of the race, and definitely didn't have any damage. Didn't get caught up in any of those big ones. Just kind of was able to miss them.
Well, good for you, man. Congratulations on a third place finish tonight, and we wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you guys too. Just want to take a quick second here to shout out my sponsor, TJ's team. Helped raise money for families who have children that are suffering with cancer. So, you know, they're definitely a great foundation. Everybody should take the chance to go check them out at morethancape.org.
Will do, man.
All right, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a good night, guys.
You too. Thanks.
All right, and then we're going to pull in our second place finisher, Mr. Eric Schaefer, if I can find him. Eric is actually, it looks like, sharing his screen for his teammates. So with that being said, what we'll do is we'll pull in Mr. Joe Sanchez. Here we go. Joe, it's Nick and Randy in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
Your teammate really didn't want to be on TV tonight.
Yeah.
He's out there sharing his screen for his teammates. So how did you feel out there tonight? The heck of a win. You were able to get it done this week.
Yeah, flat tracks are usually my best area. So anything heavy braking, I can roll centers of corners very well. So definitely look forward to coming to these types of tracks. But luckily caught some cautions at the right time, and was hoping just for longer green flag runs, but you know, that's typical with flat tracks. A lot of guys getting into each other there.
So did you have any damage? It seemed like everybody else had damage. Did you get any?
I got a little bit of left front damage when somebody on the restart, one of the restarts around halfway, didn't get going. Kind of just tapped someone in the back. But that was pretty much it. Car really drove well. Like I said, I was just really hoping for some longer runs because that's when I could show my strong suit there. I was kind of hoping it would go green till the end there. I wasn't really looking forward to that caution. Um, I knew it was going to be tough holding off Schaefer there with, I don't know, 25 lap fresher tires, but I thought I could, if I just didn't make a mistake and just hit, those braking points perfect every time, I think I would have been able to do it.
Were you surprised that he came back as tough as he did?
Yeah, I knew he'd get back through the field. He's really, really, really good in these cars, so he's definitely one of the tougher challengers in the league. But it's just so difficult to pass here, even with a tire disadvantage of 20 to 25 laps. I don't know what we were there, but it's hard to pass if the car in front of you just really hugs the bottom. It's really hard to build a run on somebody. So I think it would have been a good fight. Like I said, I was just kind of hoping we would have fought there till to the end to see who could have held their ground there. But like that, I'll still take the win this way as well.
Yeah, his car was pretty tore up, so we were actually kind of shocked as him coming back to capture second, because I mean he was way back there at one point.
Yeah, it was tricky getting through the field. You just had to take one spot at a time and kind of plan your passes in advance. But like I said, just really happy to finally get a flat track win. I've been so close so many times, and usually it's something that takes me out of contention.
So you never won a flat track?
I've won on a couple, but more times than not, I've just been caught in bad luck, either by other competitors or missing a caution at a wrong time.
Okay, well, congratulations on a first place tonight in the TNR series, and I guess we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, because we won't see you till after the holiday. So.
Yes, thank you. You guys as well.
And you want to thank anybody while you're on here?
Just thank all of the DVR guys. We got a lot of people in this league, and it's fun racing them. And then shout out to our team sponsor and Paul's Setup Shop, providing us a bunch of open setups for our open races and leagues.
Awesome, man. Well, once again, have a happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so we will pull Eric Schaefer in here. He was the second place finisher. Eric, congratulations on the second place finish out there tonight. How did it feel out there?
I feel pretty good, man. When I was out front and didn't have a whole lot of, I didn't have to go through a roadblock. You know what I mean?
What were you trying to run a Winston modified out there tonight? Because that's about what that car looked like there at the end.
Brother, as many accidents as I got involved in, it was not any of my doing. I'm surprised I still had full RPMs. There was a couple times on that one accident that I got hit in the door so hard, I felt like I was going to flip over.
It looked like it too, as well, man. Yeah, we were actually pretty shocked that because you were back there around 11th, 12th, maybe 13th, and all of a sudden look up and I look at the screen, I see like Schaefer's running 5th. Schaefer's running 4th and then 3rd, and you just kept coming. And I looked at your car. I'm like, there's no way that car is running that well. But, man, you had to drive the hell out of that car to finish where you did. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. That last restart with that last long green flag run we had, I had to start behind all the lap cars. So I really started like 18th or 19th on the grid and drove my way all the way back up there. And I was really hoping. I mean, I burned my stuff up, don't get me wrong. I definitely burned my tires up, but there was a couple laps there that I was still faster than Joe according to the lap times, and I was catching him, but I really wanted that thing to go green, man. I really, really, really did not want that caution.
So do you think if you didn't get that caution, you might have been up right next to him or got around him?
I don't know if I could have got around him, but I could have made it interesting.
But yeah, it definitely did look like it was going to be pretty interesting because like you said, you were coming. We were watching the lap times, and you definitely were faster on quite a few of those laps. So, but second is second, but it was a good challenge for sure. It was a lot of fun to watch you catch back up and make it interesting there at the last few laps.
Yeah, no doubt, man. The good thing is that I got both stage wins, and I think I got the fastest lap of the race, which is a bonus point as well. So I'm
We
sitting
believe
good on
you
the
got the
bonus
most
points.
stage wins actually for the whole season too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting pretty decent on the bonus points right now. It's just it's practice, man. Like me and the guys from Drinking Bros, most of us the other night got in here. I think it was Friday night or Saturday night when Dylan put the first practice up, and we ran close to 300 laps. Each of us ran close to 300 laps in here. And then last night we got in here and all of us ran at least 200 laps. So it's all about practice, man. You could tell the people who got in here and practice, and unfortunately you could tell the people who did not practice. But all in all, it was fun, man. Like I said, I got the 2 stage wins, and it was a good night for Drinking Bros. I think we finished at least 1, 2, 4, and 5, so it's not bad. 4 out of the top 5, and yeah, man. Just want to say shout out to y'all for putting on a good broadcast. Shout out to Paul Setup Shop, Reaper Speed Labs, and Negus Paint Shop, and yeah, congrats to Joe on the win.
All right, man. Well, have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right, Randall. Well, with that being said, we're going to get these results done and get the heck out of here.
Yes.
So your winner tonight, Joe Sanchez. And the second's going to be Eric Schaefer. Third, Tyler Murray. Fourth, Michael Newbrough. Fifth, Cody Kinsey. Sixth, Jacob Denson. Seventh, Scott Feltz. Eighth, Brad Fulham. Ninth, Charlie Harcum. 10th, William Tyndall. 11th, Tony Kivett. 12th, Wyatt Brackett. 13th, Brandon Banks. 14th, James Kunkel. 15th, Casey Soch. 16th, David Brackett. 17th, Richard Swaverly. 18th, Austin Harger. 19th is going to come out to be the Stephen Ayers Jr. Machine. 20th, Brady Cox. 21st, Jason Hastings. 22nd, Jeremy Gibbs. 23rd, Kip Easley. 24th, Matt Grenier. 25th, Dana Shepard. 26th, Zach Wilson. 27th, Eric Stewart. 28th, Brandon Burt. 29th, Ken MacArthur. 30th, Kevin Delia. 31st, Dylan Hastings. 32nd, Ray Rogers. 33rd, Jesse Priest. 34th, Jeremy Banner. And 35th, Robert Rowe.
Well, that'll pretty much do it for tonight here on the Ghostfire Media Network. You've been watching the TNR series, and we will be off next week, so we'll see you in 2 weeks here on the broadcast. From Nick Adams, I'm Randy Pepper. Everyone out there, please have a happy Thanksgiving, and watch out for the Sugar Plum Fairy because she's coming your way. So, till 2 weeks, you guys have a great one.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.